Hello YouTube, it's Ben554 bringing you to video the deck that I used at my last local and got first place with. It's called the Infernity deck. Yes, Infernity deck, yes. A deck that somewhat requires skill of what to set stuff, but to me it doesn't really require that much skill, but it's actually a really fun deck, and you might as well play it right now before it gets hit by the ban list. Because most likely the Infernity launcher and Infernity archery will most likely get hits. Same thing with Mirage, because if they limit this, they're other people are probably most likely going to play 3 of those instead and play this. I don't know. It's just my prediction. This would definitely get limited. Infernity launcher, definitely. So they give you more of a controlling deck and stuff like that, blah 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 like that. All right, let me get to the deck, and here we go. Infernity archery. The brokenest card in the deck, when you have no cards in hand, or during your draw phase, you draw this card, reveal it, and special summon it. And when it's special summon, you can search for Infernity card. So it could be a spell card, monster card, or a trap card. So pretty much, you search for any of these cards, pretty much. Infernity Necromancer, it gives you a great defense. Whenever it's normal summon, switch the defense position. And when you have no cards in hand, you can special summon one of the Infernity monsters from your graveyard to your side of the field. And also, it cannot be an Infernity Necromancer, sorry. Infernity Beetle, the tuner of the deck, you can tribute this one card. If you have no cards in hand, to special summon 2 more Infernity Beetles from your deck. Up to 2 more, sorry. Infernity Mirage, with no cards in hand, you can tribute this one card to special summon 2 more Infernity monsters from your graveyard. Dark Grepher, for filling up the graveyard with darks, most likely Infernity monsters, because you can go OTK with the monsters from your graveyard. Because mostly this whole deck bases on the graveyard, pretty much. So yeah, you need the Greffers in here. Infernity Avenger, the last monster, is to whenever a monster on your side, if it's destroyed by battle, you have no cards in hand, you can special summon this one card, and whenever that level of monster that was destroyed by battle, you can special summon Infernity Avenger with the same level as the one that was destroyed by battle. So if my Dark Griffer was destroyed by battle, I can special summon Infernity Avenger to special summon as a level 4 tuner. It's pretty good. Infernity Launcher, sorry. Infernity Launcher, the key card of the deck. When you special summon Archfiend, you got the cycle going, the Necromancer and Beetle and stuff like that. You're supposed to search for those automatically, because with no card in hand, you can pitch this card from your side of the field to the graveyard, and special summon 2 more Infernity monsters, so it's pretty good. So most likely this card will get limited. Book of Moon for protection. Foolish Burial for filling the graveyard again. 1 for 1 for the Mirage and the Avenger, just in case you need extra outs, more monsters in the field. Reinforcement of the Army for the Dark Greffers. MST, Giant Tuning, and Heavy Storm for the spell trap card hate. Trap cards, we got 3 Infernity Barriers. You can search this easily with the Infernity Archfiend. And whenever you have no cards in hand, you can face out Infernity monster on your side of the field. You can negate and destroy a monster, trap, or spell effect with no cards in hand. Yeah, sorry. Infernity Inferno. You can pitch up to 2 cards from your hand to send as many Infernity monsters as you got from your deck to as in the same number as you sent. So if I send 1, yeah, I send 1 Infernity monster from my deck to the graveyard. 2, same, send 2 Infernity monsters. Compulsory, just for protection, I guess. I don't know. Dustin Needle, spell trap card hate. Boundless Chapel, kind of staples around his format. Torrential Tribute. Can be chainable with the other decks like Mistworm, the new 6-star X-Cyber monsters, and stuff like that. It's pretty good. It's destruction to field. Call of Honda for revival, Solemn Judgment for protection, and Trap Statue for seeing my opponent's hand and taking cards out of it and seeing if I can go for OTK right away. This deck's really consistent. My team built it. We all helped put it together and stuff like that. So it's really consistent. Yeah, it probably looks like most of the other decks, but whatever. Oh, we're missing one Mirror Force in here. I think we didn't have one in here because nobody else had like a spare, so I don't know. I think I lost it or something. I don't know. If I lost, I just put another one in here or something. I don't know. But I think it runs better without the Mirror Force because it's much slower. And plus, unlike Torrential Tributes or Boundless Chapel, Mirror Force can be chained if the opponent summons a monster like this, like Mistworm, or like I said, the 6-star X-Saber. I don't really know my X-Sabers, that's why I'm just guessing. On the side deck, Designator and Mind Crush. Those two are in here. I have no clue why. My team built it. Remember, I don't really know what they have in here for. Compulsory for extra protection. Fissure for monster destruction. Cyber Dragon for those Machina decks, so you can contact Fuse for Kinetic Fortress Dragon. Escape from the Dark Dimension. My opponent DD Crows my Infernity Archfiend or any of my other Infernity monsters. I can just bring them back with this. 2 Rykos for destruction and destroy like Consecrated Light and stuff like that. Divine Wrath for Herald and pretty much any other deck that uses monster effects. I can negate it easily. Swallow for Ladder Beast mostly to negate special summons. Whenever an opponent special summons a monster, you can negate it and destroy it by flipping this up. So yeah. Light Prisoner for pretty much anything for the light based. Heroes Rule 2 can be used against Infernities because the launcher targets the graveyard. You can use that. You can use it against DD Crow or anything else pretty much. Prada Avarice as well, stuff like that. Pokemoon, and the last but not least, Pokemoon for extra protection. Pretty solid side deck, except for those 2 cards. I have no clue why they're in here. So, whatever. But I did use this against Rob to call his Gale the Whirlwind. It saved my monsters from getting halved, but also it cost me to get Dark Armed on me because that Gale was his 3rd Dark, but I had Colossal, Stardust, and the Infernity monster, plus the Infernity Barrier, so even if you just try to destroy a monster, I just destroy his Dark Arm with the Infernity, what's it called? Barrier, or if you try to attack my Infernity monster, I'll just flip up. I just negate his Dark Arm's effect by pitching my Stardust. Whatever, it's complicated. On an extra deck, it's a little weird because we didn't have that much stuff in here, so whatever. Colossal Fighter, Magic Android, Thought Rule Archfiend, Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, Ally Justice Catastro, Black Rose Dragon, 2 Stardust Dragons. I only had 1 Stardust Dragon, but I put my 2 in there. So yeah. Gaia, the Force of the Earth, Vernie Dragon, 100 Eyes Dragon, which helps me a lot. I can copy my Necromancer and bring back Archfiend. Really sick. Goyo Guardian, Bryanak, and 2 Mistworms. Well, it's really much a standard Infernity deck. You might as well keep playing with it for the end of the format, because most likely this deck and other decks like Frog FTK and X-Sabers will most likely get hit hard this next format. So yeah. So enjoy this deck, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Rate, subscribe, befriend me, and stuff like that. Message me any questions about rulings, stuff like that. I'm a judge. I know my rulings and stuff like that. If you ever need help with anything like dueling tips and stuff like that, deck building, I'm your man. I'm good at deck building. I make any card, any deck broken. So yeah. So let me know what you think. Rate, subscribe, comment below, and befriend me on YouTube like I said before. And I hope you guys have fun dueling. And peace out. Yeah, peace out, man.